Hello, and welcome to another edition of Good Deeds. It's brought to you by Just Serve. If you're looking for ways to make a difference in the lives of people in our community, well, go to justserve.org where you can get connected with organizations that are touching people's lives and helping them every day in the Sacramento community. Justserve.org is a great place to get started. Today, we are talking to Vanessa and John and finding out more about the Fly Brave Foundation. Thank you for taking time to chat with us on Good Deeds. And thank you for the work you're doing in our community.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, it's my pleasure. And I'm excited to share what you're doing in our community with folks watching right now. Real briefly, what is it that the Fly Brave Foundation does for people?
So we are a nonprofit that serves adults with developmental disabilities, specifically autism. And we provide social skills training, life skills training. We have a thrift store here where about a dozen young adults work learning job skills. We have an autism running club. We do proms, karaoke, dances, you name it. And it's all free of charge. Everything we do is completely free of charge.
That's fantastic. What are some of the special needs that folks with autism have, especially in the social skills area, that might be an obstacle to getting employment? And how do you step in and help that?
What we've seen generally in the clients and the families that we serve is anxiety is a huge factor. And our clients and young adults are brilliant. They are just absolutely brilliant, yet they struggle with social cues and fitting in socially. So we teach social skills through improv and acting. So we act out different scenarios and give them an insight into a joke versus, what's literal and what's playing around, and conversation you can have around the water cooler, how to approach somebody that you feel has same interests as you, how to spark conversations. So here in the workplace, we feel like we can get them employed, but if we don't give them the skills to keep the job, then we're not really doing them the full service. So in teaching life skills, social skills, also to advocate for yourself, not be a doormat, but be able to stand up for yourself professionally, they all work together and go hand in hand.
Well, and it sounds like not only does it help them in the area of employment, but learning these skills could probably help benefit the family relationships as well.
Absolutely. And what we've seen, we started this nonprofit in our living room in 2016. So what we've seen through the years in, just trial and error and figuring out how this succeeds, which really the feedback that we get from these autistic adults is priceless. So every time we're going to roll out a program or we have an idea about something, we do a roundtable with them and ask them, how do you feel about this? What would you like to add to it? And the families have said, it's interesting. One of our clients that's here, their mom really noticed at the family reunion, because she said all of a sudden people were like, wow, he's, telling me he likes my outfit. And we were talking about music that had in common. And he was opening the door for everybody that went through and different things like that. And it's the smallest step that creates the biggest ripple out there,
Yeah, absolutely. What are some upcoming events or programs, new programs that you're starting that you're really excited about?
Well, I have to kind of slide this in there. Typically, from January through December, we have programs and events 5 days a week. My son, John, who happens to be non-speaking and autistic, just ran a 100-mile race.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he just completed the Western States 100-mile endurance run. So for the
congratulations.
Thank you. We're so proud of him.
That's quite a feat. That's amazing.
Yeah. And that's how our Autism Run Club got started. So John is the co-founder of this entire program. So that said, typically we have events and activities going on 5 days a week. With this training, all of our events have kind of been on hold the first 6 months. We did just finish up our law enforcement fitness program. So John and I wrote a program about 8 years ago called Fly Fit, and it buddies up police officers with individuals with disabilities to learn about each other. And so we just finished that with Elk Grove PD, and we're going to be going into a basketball camp with the Sacramento Sheriff's Office in the next few weeks. So
Awesome.
that's coming up. But this fall, we are going to be kickstarting our improv. And what we love about the improv social skills program is the classes lead to a performance. So last year it was a Saturday Night Live theme, and it's my favorite because they write their skits and they create their own costumes and they put this whole performance together, and it's open to the community free of charge. Afterwards we have a dance, Santa comes to take photos. It's just amazing. Another thing that we are working on is we usually do a fashion show every year, and we did not have one last year. And we're thinking about doing, because we're Fly Brave, on Brave Wings We Rise, we're thinking about doing like all winged things, butterflies and fireflies and eagles. So we will be creating and building these amazing costumes for kind of like an exotic fashion show. So we're really excited about that.
Love that. Well, how can we as the community best support what you're doing and be a part of the work? Can we volunteer? I'm sure donations are needed, but how can we
Yes.
volunteer our time and get involved?
Yes, so we're open Wednesday through Saturday from 11 to 2. We're all volunteer led, so volunteers are our heartbeat. The other thing about this, and you could visit our website and read the history, we completely renovated this building from the ground up through donations. John and I were here for 12-hour days getting this up and going. We are currently building a coffee shop in the space in the back, and we need so much help. We thought we were county ready, but now we have to remove a wall and we have to add a drain and do some other things. So we are fundraising to raise the money that we need to finish construction. And so we invite you, come see what we're doing, come look at our coffee shop, see if there's any contractors out there that wants to lend a hand, help us out. If you'd like to donate, just come see what we're doing. And so all of our clients are so excited because they've gone through a food safety handlers certification. So it's like, okay, when can we put this to use? So the coffee shop is going to serve as our secondary employment training. It's barista training. And yeah, we need help. We need so much help with that.
Well, let's see if we can get some folks volunteering to help you out. And we've got the website up on the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for sharing your work at Fly Brave with us here at Mix 96 and everyone watching Good Deeds. And thank you for all the wonderful work you're doing in the community.
Thank you. Well, Mix 96 is on in the all day on the overhead. So
Oh,
we're
love it.
listening to you. We're whistling as we work. So thank you for having us.